It's the night before Anime Expo and I finalized my panels list. I always like to do this before I go so I'm prepared somehow because a lot of the rooms are non-clearing, so it's always better to just sit in a room and try to catch all the panels for that day. And then I also made my artist alley list. It was a lot less than I expected because last year there was about 1,000 artists, I believe. But this time they brought it back down to half. I'm so excited to go to Clarosity's booth because there is so much Chainsaw Man merch that I want to get from them. I've been following their socials for quite a bit now, and this is their first time coming to a convention, so I'm super excited. I should be asleep. It's 12 a.m. and I need to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so hopefully I can wake up on time. My plan for tomorrow is to just shop all day. It's going to be my main day to look at the exhibit hall, the artist alley. Okay, see you in a later clip. Bye.
They're so cute. This is the box version. Why are there so many? What happened? My cuties. Oh, there's some people in line already. Rappers are they have this and this and this. 귀여운 게 왜 이렇게 많지? Can we manifest bottle cream? No. Oh. No. There's no way I get 3 duplicates. Okay, I got duplicates on this. I'm putting like. Oh. Oh my goodness, I got everything but bottle cream. I'm getting everything but bottle cream. 진짜?
Hello, I'm here with the speaking portion before we get to the panels. All the panels in Peacock Theater were hosted by Crunchyroll this year. So to avoid making this section too long and rambling on, I tried making it as short as possible and going over only the key points. So about 20 to 30 minutes before each panel, Crunchyroll did a pre-show where a live DJ would come on, play some music, and then the hosts would appear and do quizzes or Q&A with the audience and give out prizes or raffle tickets. First panel of the day was gachiakuta, where Rudo's voice actor did 2 voice acting scenes for us. The first one was the falling scene from episode 1, and the second scene was where he discovers sweets for the first time. They showed us a short sneak peek of the upcoming second season, and I remember Rudo's voice actor stating that he wanted to see more of Amo, which a lot of people resonated with. After the panel ended, a lot of people left, so I was able to move up a few rows to get closer. Here, I'm eating my snacks before the next panel. The You and I Are Polar Opposites was one of my most anticipated panels for this year. They premiered the first episode of season 2. I didn't think watching it with a crowd would be so fun, but everyone was so reactive. It was great. Anytime a ship was on screen, like Tairazuma or Yamada Nishi, the screams went crazy. The live dubbing session was for season 1 episode 3 when Tani calls Suzuki kawaii and the audience all cat at the same time. The voice actors really enjoyed seeing the real-time reaction. Sakata Shoko-san is Aki from Chainsaw Man as well, so it was a huge deal for me to be able to see him like this. He said all the food in LA is big and he learned the word food coma for the first time. They brought out the Yeti mascot for the group photo, and it was so funny because he was waddling around from how hard it was to move in the costume. He was moving inch by inch, I kid you not, on that stage. Anyway, this was one of the more memorable panels for me. I really wish I could bring it more to life, but this is as best as I could do. Next up was the Crunchyroll Showcase panel, which is where they announce upcoming titles and any big announcements that they have. It was actually more interesting than I thought initially. Some of the upcoming titles were an adaptation of a BL webtoon called Here You Are, an old shoujo series called Denkeki Daisy, Kagurabachi, where they actually brought out the voice actor for Chihiro, and the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. The manga for this is extremely popular and the aesthetic is really iconic. I'm super excited for this actually and how it plays out with the music. And Alex Lee, the voice actor, showed up as a surprise guest at the end of the panel for a solo leveling announcement, and I feel like it's never a complete anime expo without seeing Alex at least once. The next panel was for Witch Hat Atelier. Again, I don't know how to pronounce that word. It was really cool to see all the pointed hat cosplays in the crowd. I really like how Motomura-san, the voice actress for Coco, was pronouncing Brashibadi. And whenever people's cheers weren't as loud as they wanted, she would say Ritoru voice. It was so cute. The voice actor for Keyfree, Hanae Natsuki-san, was also here, and they did 3 live dubbing sessions, which was really good. And during the season 2 PV showing, a lot of the audience cheered the most when Coco appeared in a black outfit and when the lady with the white hair appeared. But since I'm anime only, I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure there'll be exciting moments in the next season. Next up was the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle panel, and this was by far the most packed I'd seen this room today, which makes sense because of all the hype around the series. I wanted to come to this panel even though I didn't watch the movie because Shinobu's voice actor Hayami Saori-san was gonna come and she had never come to Anime Expo before. A large segment of the panel was professional Q&A, but what stood out to me was when Hayami Saori-san was talking about how marvelous of a job Miyano Mamoru-san did as voice acting Doma, that she felt the rage even while in the recording studio. The live dubbing scene, especially the one where Shinobu asks Doma if he remembers the butterfly robe, where he battled her sister. It was so epic. I had literal goosebumps everywhere. And this is a special illustration card we got during the panel. They actually showed an inking and coloring clip of this special illustration, which was really cool to see. The next panel was Demons of the Shadow Realm, or Yomi no Tsugai. I literally watched the first episode of this while waiting in line because I wanted to know the general context before going into the panel. I just really wanted to see Ono Kensho-san in person because he's such a legend in the industry and I don't think he's come to Anime Expo before. His chemistry with Miyamoto Yume-san was really enjoyable to watch, and even though I didn't watch the anime, the live dubbing scene was also really fun. They did 2 scenes in total. And then Crunchyroll kind of changed things up for this one and added a mini archery game where they would compete to see who was better. And I think fun corners like this really make these panels what they are, so I hope they add more of these in the future. And finally, the last panel of the day is Apothecary Diaries. I went to the panel for this last year, but I knew I had to come to this one because Jinshi's voice actor Otsuka Takeo-san was coming. Aoi Yuki-san is such a bundle of cuteness and joy. Like, she gives off so much good energy when she's on stage. They did a whopping 4 live dubbing scenes, which is by far the most I've ever seen them do. They even did a 3-minute long scene one. Sorry, this one's gonna be a little long because I really like Apothecary Diaries. The first dubbing scene was when Jinshi pinpointed Mao Mao out of the crowd by saying, "You with the freckles, stay." And unbelievably, the second scene that they dubbed was actually the infamous frog scene, but they did cut it off right before it got to the actual part, if you know what I mean. The crowd was going absolutely nuts for this, and the voice actors were loving it. They said they heard how popular the frog scene is, and now they know what we're into. The third scene was the 3-minute long scene where Jinshi and Mao Mao were talking behind that big door, and Jinshi was giving her the ox part. I don't know what it's called exactly. And then the last scene was the super intimate and beautiful scene towards the end of season 2 where they're examining each other's scars after the battle and just having that moment together. I was honestly getting a bit tired at this point because I'd been at the convention the entire day, but this last panel woke me up and made it very worthwhile until the end. Moving on to day 3, and the first event of the day for us is the Bleach panel. It was my first time attending an event in the crypto arena. It seemed like there were several lines leading up to the same place, and eventually, when they let us in to be right in front of the actual arena, all the lines just kind of meshed together. It didn't matter though because the arena ended up being huge. The guests were the Japanese and English voice actors for Ichigo. The time with the voice actors was super short though. They only did very short voice lines before we watched the episode screening. There was a really wholesome moment though where the Japanese voice actor for Ichigo, Masakazu Morita-san, presented a special gift for Johnny, which was a signed autograph from the mangaka Kubo-sensei, and Johnny was really emotional and shed tears, which was really heartwarming to see. And right as this panel ended, we scurried our way over to the Peacock Theater because we wanted to catch the Mob Psycho 10th anniversary panel. I used the Bleach light stick freebie that I got the entire day, even though it wasn't shining as bright anymore. I still need to catch up on Mob Psycho, but they did 3 live dubbings with Mob's voice actor and Reagan's voice actor. I think it was just really nice to have something Mob Psycho after all these years. The next panel was for season 2 of Black Clover. Disclaimer, I did not watch the first season of Black Clover, but it was okay because they showed a recap of the entire season, which was really nice. The Black Clover fans were so hype, like I felt that energy just booming throughout the room. I'm really glad they're getting a second season after all these years. The voice actor for Asta was really cute too. Kajiwara Gakuto-san, he came out with this huge Asta sword and spoke really good English that he didn't even need the translator most of the time. This next panel I don't even really want to talk about because it was kind of hard to watch. It was the clevatess panel, and I don't know if it was just poor planning overall, but there was a good max 20 people in Peacock Theater, which is a room that can fit more than 2,000 people. Even the hosts, when they came out, they were kind of taken aback. I really hope this doesn't happen again because I felt really bad for the guests. So I hope the event organizers can plan better for upcoming years. On a brighter note though, because of the small turnout, I was able to get front row seats for the hanakimi panel, which was kind of like my main event for the day. I was here to see Toya Kikunosuke-san, who is Denji's voice actor, so I was really excited. I'm going to be rambling for a bit because a lot of things happened in this panel. Toya-san reenacted the Nakatsu confession scene in season 2, apparently, which I didn't watch yet, and he said, "Misuki, suki na yan," or something like that, and I was like, "Watashi mo suki," and the female voice actor, Yamane Aya-san, noticed, and she kind of laughed. In a good way, guys, in a good way. They did 3 live dubbing scenes together, and honestly, they were so funny. Everyone was cracking up. Nakatsu is just a comedian. And then they did this super fun segment where they make them guess English slang words, but it was the 90s version because that's when the Hanakimi manga originally came out. And I was scared I wouldn't know some of the words actually, and voila, to my surprise, I actually didn't know one of the words. So the other words were like bounce, rad, psych, which I knew, but jiggy, I didn't know. So Toya-san was asking the audience like, "Minna shitteru?" which is like, "Do all of you know?" And I instinctively put up my hands as an X and said shiranai, and he pointed and was like, "Ah, shiranai-nda," like, "Oh, there's someone that doesn't know." And when the voice actors were guessing the words correctly, I would put my hands up in a circle because I remember doing that for the My Dress Up Darling panel last year. And Tim, the MC, called me out on it. He was like, "There's this person in the front row holding up their hands in a circle like this, but I'm the MC, so I get to decide, and I also think they are right." And I kind of just wanted to shrivel up and disappear. But it was just really nice overall to kind of have this interacty, bantery experience in the panel. And yeah, that was my panel experience for this year. Hi everyone! We're finally going to go over my Anime Expo haul. I'm actually filming this more than a month later, kind of at the same time as I'm editing my video. Hopefully I can keep it short because I feel like my video overall is going to be so long. We're gonna start off with what I got from the artist alley. As you can tell from the vlog, I only bought from one artist this year. Let's kind of start off with the smaller goods first. So I got these 3 stickers from her. They are Powerpuff Girl themed. They're so cute. We have, of course, my favorite trio ever, Hayakawa family or Denpaki. We have Denji, Power, and then Aki looking upset, probably because Denji and Power are misbehaving. So cute. They're really tiny. And then we have the keychains. I knew I needed to get my hands on these keychains because they were Sanrio themed and also kind of drawn in her distinct art style. I wanted to get the entire collection, but obviously, you know, funds are limited. This is Denji as Pom Pomperin. And I forgot to mention, I have a new table set up and I haven't been able to decorate it yet, so it's going to be a bit bare for now. That is a future video that will be coming up sometime this year, hopefully. I just realized Denji is flicking us off. That is so characteristic of him. And then next we have Power as Cinema Roll. She's doing the Garu piece. And last but not least, I got Makima because she had the Hello Kitty theme, and Hello Kitty is my favorite Sanrio character, or at least one of them. It's kind of unusual to see Makima in such a cute fashion. And then moving on to the prints. These are all 4x6 prints, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. But the first one we have is Denji looking super happy with a golden retriever. We'll just pretend this is Pochita in golden retriever form. I just had to get this one because I want to see Denji happy. Then we have this Denji Power one. I really wanted this one because it looks like if they were just attending school as if they were normal teenagers. And then we have Denji wearing kind of the iconic Saitama Oppai hoodie. And Power is just admiring it while Aki cannot handle this right now. And then we have the Hayakawa family. It kind of looks like middle school uniforms to me. But again, this just gives off like if they were regular teenagers or kids just hanging out. And then we have this one, which is definitely them in elementary school. This one, I can't really tell what's going on. It just kind of seems like Denji is holding Power back from going crazy, and Aki is just confused as much as I am. I really like this one. It's super simple, but it just captures that poppy art style that I think fits Chainsaw Man really well. And then this one is them sitting on a train, looking like they're coming home after a long day. Kind of seems like lo-fi art as well. Not that I'm saying that means this is low effort art style, it just means like kind of what the scenery I would see in a lo-fi playlist or something like that. And last but not least, I got this one where they're just enjoying ramen. And of course Denji is taking the biggest bite ever. I'm really happy with all these prints. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them yet. I haven't figured that out because I don't have any space, but I just knew I needed to get these. And then this is the bigger print that came for free along with the zine that I pre-ordered. And then of course we have to go over this zine. This is Clarosity's Behind the Zines zine fan art book dated 2021 to 2026. And there might be kind of a lot of repeats from the prints that I got, but also some new ones in here. I really like this cover as well. We have everyone. This beginning page is kind of like the first version of that big print that I just showed you. I got the mini version of this left print, and then this is them enjoying their tangerines. These two I just showed, and I didn't get this one right here, but it's the same version of the Denji Power one, just with Aki Angel. And here it looks like they're cooling off from the summer heat. This is kind of how I feel right now. It's really, really hot. And here we have some doodle processes. Oh, this one is so cool. This is Chainsaw Man drawn as Evangelion characters. I still need to watch that anime. I've heard great things. I just don't know when I'll get to it. Power looks so good. Oh, I just realized this is... A lot of people consider Chainsaw Man and Dorohedoro. Oh, I see. Oh my goodness, this one is so cute. This is Himeno kind of in this cowgirl outfit saying moo. Oh, we have a spicy Quanxi illustration over here. I really cannot wait to see her animated in the upcoming season. And then we have Kobeni. I really like this one. She's drawn in the art style of Komi can't communicate, but it's Kobeni-chan can't communicate. And then we have kind of like this beam fanboying over Denji. And we have Denleze. She did have a Denleze print of this one, but it was in a bigger size than I would have wanted, so I passed on it for now, but at least I got it in the zine. And then we have Power Aki in some cool street fashion. More Aki Angel. Oop, I don't know if I have to censor this, but Angel in a maid outfit and Aki in a bunny girl costume. Spoiler alert, but I'm sure everyone who watches my channel already knows that there are Chainsaw Man spoilers, but we have kind of like this girly pop-fied version of Aki as the gun fiend. Oh my goodness, we have a Halloween illustration. This one is so pretty. I would have totally gotten it if there was a mini print of it. And we've got some dark Makima illustrations. Makima is always watching, please keep that in mind. And here we have Yoshida. You stay away from my man. See ya! We all know Yoshiden is a very popular ship as well. I really like all these Yoshida illustrations and Asa and Yoru as well. Here Yoshida kind of looks like he's in that Ayato outfit from Tokyo Ghoul, if anyone remembers that. Oh, and this is if Hayakawa Aki is drawn kind of as a woman. He looks very good. Some more Denji doodles. And then she also included the process of making of the cover and a little message at the end. Yes, if you open it up like this, you get the full picture. I'm really happy with the zine. I'm very satisfied with my Artist Alley experience this year. I'm also going to open up this freebie bag that I received in the exhibit hall because I didn't show myself opening it in the vlog. Basically, Toho Animation had a free random blind bag tote that you can pick out from, and I'll show the designs here. And this mini tote design is so cute, but if you open it, you get another bag in here. And I got the free run version. It kind of opens up into like this shopping bag. This was a really popular freebie. They were running out, I believe, almost every day, so I'm really glad I was able to get this. And next, I'm going to be opening up my Hatsune Miku figure. As you may have seen in the vlog, PSA, make sure to scope out the area, compare different booths and prices because you don't want to take the L that I did. A lot of the booths sell the same things and some are going to be cheaper, some are going to be more expensive, so just make sure to watch out for that before making an impulse purchase. Either way, I'm very happy I was able to get my hands on this. She's so cute! I kind of pre-opened it at the convention just to make sure that it wasn't broken or anything. The stand is adorable. Nyankomiku. I don't know how to start. Let's just start with her head. Okay, I just really needed to push it in there and it went in. She's kind of very malleable, like she's not as stiff as I thought it would be, which makes it a little bit easier to assemble without worrying about breaking the pieces or anything. I say as I'm literally struggling to put one of her paws on. Oh, the left one went in super easily. Yay! But she's got her cat headphones, cat symbol here on her overalls, and just little cute details like her knee pads and everything. This is just everything I've wanted. Ta-da! She is complete. Let's move on to all the gacha. I'm not going to be opening the duplicates because I already gave some of them away or sold some of them. I'll just show the paper ones and then we can move on. So these were the 4 designs. Now that I think about it, the prices for these were actually really good. Usually in my area, the gacha ranges from $6 to $9 minimum, but each of these was like $5 to $6, which is not bad considering it was at a convention. Starting off with Cinnamoroll, he has this very pretty blue ribbon. But again, like I've expressed in the video, it just seems a little simple just because of Cinnamoroll's overall design. Then we've got My Melody. My Melody looks really good with this black ribbon. She's kind of hugging it at the front. And then we've got Kuromi. Her pearly white ribbon. She's also winking. And last but not least, the one I wanted the most, which is Maron Cream. She just gives off like ballerina vibes. I love it. With her little puffer dress. I think this is the first ever Maron Cream merch that I own actually. Okay, then the Vocaloid gacha that I did while I was trying to reset for these ones. These were the 4 designs you could have gotten. There's Sakura Miku, Hatsune Miku, Kaito, and Meiko. Of course I wanted the Sakura Miku or the Hatsune Miku, but I got Kaito, which is fine. Oh, this one is opened already. It's kind of just him like falling. He's got a little band-aid on his head. And last but not least for the gacha, we have the lucky clover one. There was 5 designs you could get: Hello Kitty, Cinnamoroll, Potako, Pom Pom Pudding, and Usahana. Usahana would have been so cute, but Hello Kitty works for me. And here it is. The clover is actually such high detail. Like, look at that gradient. And that was it for the gacha. I just have one more item I want to get through in this haul. It is the Tamon random badge that I picked up at the Animate booth. I want either Tamon-kun or, please, I'm horrible with names. Don't look at me doing this right now. Of course, I would want Tamon-kun or Utage the most. And then I don't think I would mind Rintaro. I would like to just avoid Kaito or Natsuki. Now that I said that, I feel like I'm gonna get them just because I don't like their representative colors. I'm just not a huge fan of like yellow or green badges. Okay, let's go ahead and open it. Oh. Wait, guys, I see a little bit pink. Wait, there's actually no way. I actually picked out Tamon-kun with my hands. Gara Tamon-kun? Wait, this is amazing. Look how pretty this is. With the flower petals in the background. But wow, this is some amazing luck. Let me just make a heart with him. This would be so pretty with one of those like badge borders, if you know what I mean, with the frills. Overall, I think that was a very successful haul. Getting Tamon-kun and that random badge was really the cherry on top. I really enjoyed my Anime Expo experience this year, and hopefully I can do another vlog for the one next year. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye!